Hey guys, Jason here with a word of the wise. You got to check out this video. It's from a channel called The Scariest Movie Ever. And it's a guy named KJ Osborne. He doesn't load a lot of things on YouTube. And I don't know how long this video is going to be up of his on YouTube. I've heard a lot of things talking about Elon Musk is supposed to come out saying that they discovered how to travel at the speed of light with spacecraft. If you think about how that would work in the space agency, well, 1 minute there's a spaceship there and the next minute it disappears. I'll get back to that. I know they're going to be doing these Artemis launches, and I think that's either today or it's already happened or it could be tomorrow. I think it's the 29th, they said, so it might be tomorrow. I talked about this Watchmen movie and how its relevance into what I think is going to be our future. We see what's happening with the poking of the bear. We see how they're talking about power plants and how energy is such a critical thing right now. Nuclear power plants are capable of making tons of electricity, yet they're under threat during this whole situation with poking of the bear and what's going on over there across the pond. This Watchmen movie, though, deals with superheroes. It's a comic book movie. One of the guys who is the most powerful superhero, he can pretty much do just about anything. He's like an electricity kind of being. He can move atoms in and out. He can transport. He can grow. He can pretty much, with a snap of his finger, make something appear, create something, or destroy something. And so there's a villain in the movie who's kind of one of those anti-villains. He's trying to help the world, but he knows the only way he can save the world, because it's like a different version of Earth, a different version of reality, where different things happened in a different way. I'm trying to get this all straight. So the AntiHero, the guy is a hero. He's a hero, superhero, but he's super smart, very athletic, and he's able to use his super intelligence as the smartest person on Earth to combat anything he has in front of him, which is why now that I think superheroes become illegal, so then he goes out and becomes like a business leader. He's the richest man in the world. He's got tons of success and businesses, yada yada yada. So Russia is, I think, trying to come at America. There's threat of world war, and he's going to stop it. But everybody knows this evil thing is happening and that something's going to happen and go wrong. So the guy, the smartest man, detonates a nuclear weapon, but it's a different style, and it gives off a pattern that makes it look like the energy being destroyed New York City. He had some sort of thing that causes the world to look at him as this common threat, and instead of everybody getting ready to fight against each other, they want to go out and they want to fight against this bad guy. So then Dr. Manhattan is the energy being. So long story short, he knows that when the anti-hero, smartest man, does this, kills all these people, they're coming to destroy him, and he explains why he did what he did and made the Dr. Manhattan energy being into a villain. He says he's right. He did this, and it's going to cause world peace. If you watch this Scariest Movie Ever video, there's an ex-CIA guy that's talking and giving his last deathbed testimony, and he's talking about all these events, timelines of things that are happening, that are going to happen, and that things that have happened. And this guy's timeline from this video that this guy made was back in the either early 90s or the late 80s when he's giving this deathbed testimony. And he talks about a situation from 30 years ago. He gave this testimony about things that are going to happen in 2017 to 2018. So this guy was only off by about a year or two. And he's talking about what's coming with Project Bluebeam, which is holograms. And he explains his entire career as pretty much a Men in Black and working with these entities, which I don't believe in aliens. And if we believe in the Bible, we know who these people are working with. So you got to see how he explains that they're going to make a common extraterrestrial threat hologram. And it's going to cause all this destruction and havoc. And it's going to make the world come together. They're going to form a one world system. And then out of that is going to be pretty much the final days. So we can see how there's so much ridiculousness going on, left, right, center, happening all around us. Countries are going pretty much bankrupt. The economy, education, everything is going south. And these guys think that they're going to make themselves some sort of a super elite kind of a situation. And all they're going to do is bring destruction upon themselves. So I'll cut this off. I'll leave a link in the description. I think that is why I think that maybe we've gone through the first half of of a system, possibly. Maybe the first beast, and we're going to the second beast. Maybe this hasn't happened at all, because if you read Revelation 13, it talks about they were given authority over the saints and the people, the multitudes, for 42 months. And then the second beast comes, and he is given the same, I think, 42 months and the same authority. I don't know. This possibly could be going on, or it hasn't even kicked off yet, and they're just trying to deceive the people and to get all these Christians, conspiracy theorists, and all that kind of stuff, whatever they want to call it, out. They're flushing them out, and then they're going to be, either knocked off their platforms or worse, who knows. And then comes the censorship. Freedom of speech through censorship. How that's going to roll out, play out, who knows. But I think it's getting very close, and I think that's why they're doing this. They're going to bring down everything to a final low point, and that might do something more as aliens come to save humanity, and it's going to deceive the world. Those in religious beliefs are going to fall away. Many people are going to rise up and say, this is not aliens from Mars or anything else. These are beings that are demons, and they are trying to deceive you. Don't listen to this. And somehow those in power are going to probably come against anybody who speaks against these Eternals or something like that. I really wish I would have watched that Marvel's Eternal movie, because it seems that the Eternals in that movie somehow know all about the mutants of the world, but they are of something else, that are like a higher being of sorts, and then there's some sort of an evil force that's even stronger, larger, bigger than anything that they've ever had. And maybe I'll try to find it and watch it just to see what they're trying to portray, because I feel that has something that's going to be how these beings are being represented to the world. These guys are are eternal. They've been here since the beginning. They've been watching over our planet. But now that we are on the brink of destruction, destroying each other, the governments aren't taking care of the people. They're getting ready. They're doing all these bad things. They are now under our rule. We are going to help you. On and on and on. So I'll leave it at that. Just a word of the wise, guys. God bless.